When people hear monetization on social media, the first place their mind goes to is monetization on TikTok, monetization on Facebook, monetization on Instagram, or any platform of choice. But monetization is so much more than just monetizing using the programs on particular platforms. Hello, Filipinos. Welcome again to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Halima Smile, a social media manager and content creator. I teach people how to manage your social media platforms, how to edit on Canva and CapCut, and side hustles monetization. So if this sounds like what you're interested in, click that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you can know when I upload videos over here. So for today, we are going to be discussing monetization. Monetization isn't just about monetizing on programs on a particular platform. It goes beyond all that. Monetization can also mean you monetizing your knowledge or skill or a particular way of doing things that is a solution to other people's problems. So for today, in order to give like a breakdown on how to go about this, or if you don't know how to go about monetizing your knowledge or your skill, I'm going to discuss this into 4 parts. So first, we are going to be looking at identifying your product or service. Then we are going to be looking at the target audience for your product or service, and then how to market using social media, and finally keeping track of your analytics. So let's get right into it. So the first one, identifying your product or your service. So this boils down to what you can actually do. Look inward, think of things you can do, that is skills you already have that you that other people need as a solution to a problem they're facing. It can be you teaching people how to speak a particular language. It can be you helping people with things like walking their dogs, or helping them with something on their social media, or helping them as an admin, or creating books or ebooks to teach people how to do a particular thing, or doing a consultation to teach people how to do a particular thing. So it can be almost anything, as long as it's a solution to someone else's problem and they're willing to pay for it. That is your product and or service skill. And if you don't know, if you don't have any yet, you can look into learning certain skills. You can learn things like creating content on Canva, creating video editing, creating videos using CapCut, or editing videos using CapCut. There are a lot of things you can actually learn how to do. You can check out different courses online. We have Coursera, Allison, we have Udemy. So just think of different things, or think of those particular things you want to do or you have interest in. Learn it as a skill, and that is what you're going to monetize. So everything boils down to your skill and then your interest. Okay, now the next thing you need to do is, who is your target audience? Who are you trying to sell to, and what niche do you want to sell to? So when you identify what is your when you identify the product or the service you want to create, or the product or service you want to monetize, the next thing to do is to think about who you're selling it to. Yeah, that is one of the mistakes that most people make. They don't actually carefully consider who they're selling to, and as a result, their marketing is all over the place and not directed towards those particular people that need that product or service. So look inward, look at what niche your product or service belong. Are you creating a product or service for the beauty industry? Is it for the online based businesses? Is it for physical products based businesses? Is it for work from home mom? Just think of what particular niche your product belongs to. Then consider who your target audience. So who are you trying to sell to? Are you selling to the younger children? Are you selling to moms, to dads, to couples, to older generations, to the younger generations, to the middle age? What kind of people do you want to sell your product or your service to in order to monetize that product or that particular service? You need to carefully outline this. If possible, get a jotter or somewhere on your notes or a notepad on your phone and identify those people you want to sell to. Take note of their likes and dislikes. What platform do you find them? What ticks them? What makes them want to buy something? What kind of product or services do they have interest in? All these things you need to have an idea about, because that is what you're going to use for your marketing. Now, when you identify your target audience, next is to discuss using social media for your marketing. Okay, so when you want to go into social media, you don't have to start all out on all social media platforms. Think of that particular platform that your target audience has interest in, or where you're going to find the most of your target audience. Yeah, if you want to sell something to a younger generation, you're likely to find them on maybe TikTok and Instagram. If it's the older generation, you're likely to find them on maybe Facebook and LinkedIn. So all these things are things you need to consider. Consider what platform you find the most of your target audience. Build on it before you move on to another platform. It allows you to be focused, it allows you to get your messaging right, and it allows you to concentrate on actually building a client base for that product or service that you intend to monetize. So, when you figure out which particular social media platform you need to create, go ahead to create a banner. If it's a platform that needs a banner, have a clear profile picture that states you or that speaks about what you do or the kind of product or service that you offer. Okay, then you go on to your bio. Make sure that your bio has the keywords that is needed to promote that particular product or services, because now all social media platforms are going SEO based. So keywords are very, very important. Now, when you have your bio in place, you have everything sorted out with the whole look of your social media platforms, you now need to consider the kind of format of content you want to put out there. Different formats work for different platforms. Reels work better on Instagram. Long videos work better on TikTok. Graphics and long captions work better on Facebook. So consider what kind of format is needed for your platform. You can mix up formats, but ensure you are doing the most format that works best for that particular platform. Okay, and then you're also considering what format your target audience are most likely to be interested in. Okay, don't create content you think they need, but content they actually need. Okay, so when you do all that, think of platforms that will help you to create your content, such as Canva or CapCut. If possible, create a calendar, create a content strategy, a marketing strategy, something to help you with the overall process of putting your product and service out there. After that, finally, you need to track your progress. Okay, tracking analytics is very, very important. That is what will make you understand if you're making progress or not, if you need to adjust certain things or not, if you need to continue doing what you're doing, or if you need to go another route. Okay, don't stick to the same thing. If you're doing something and it seems like you're not getting the results you want, you need to then go back to your board, go back to your strategy and re-strategize in order to be better, or in order to see a difference in what you're trying to put out there. Okay, I hope this has been helpful, and I hope I've been able to make you understand the basics of actually getting monetized. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. I'll be more than willing to answer you. If you've learned one or two things, please give me a subscribe and share to your friends so that they can also benefit. And don't forget to turn on that notification so you can know when I drop other valuable videos like this for you. Until next time, bye.